Not saying that I hate motivational videos, but isn't it sad? Like when we are feeling motivated after we watch the motivational videos, and then once the motivation has gone, we don't know what to do. I mean, like, isn't it going to be better if the motivational videos actually tell us how to actually be consistent even after, our motivation is gone? Because I mean, like, it's not realistic to be motivated all the time, right? If you just think of it. So that's why this video is going to contain zero motivation and 100% practical guide. This is going to be a really practical, straight to the point guide video on how you can actually be consistent doing something. This is January 14th, 2025, and this is going to be the 190 of consistently helping people build consistency. Hi, my name is Laksana, just an average person who's also struggling and been documenting my own consistency journey online for hundreds of days. One of my biggest achievements in being consistent is that for the last 68 days, yeah, I've been consistently doing morning push-ups before 5:30 a.m. every single day on a daily basis. Every single day on a daily basis, yeah, you got my point. And it's fully documented on my Instagram. Oh yeah, but actually for day 68, I haven't uploaded yet, okay? But I've done my push-ups. Oh yeah, I also want to say thank you. Thank you for actually caring about your life, because if you actually want to change your life to better through implementing some positive things consistently, I actually really do appreciate that. So on today's video, I'm gonna be talking about the importance of having some routine and like how do we actually create this kind of routine and like the importance on like why is it like I mean, like how to actually create the routine. Okay, so I'm gonna be explaining it later. Okay, so here's the thing: when we are talking about being consistent, we are talking about routine, which is having some set of specific activity that is being repeated over time. In today's video, I'm gonna be explaining why we should create a routine in a easy and then gradually hard set of activity, and I'm gonna be giving some implementation. Okay, so example on how to actually implement it. Okay, so on today's video, I'm gonna be using the example of exercising, but actually you could apply this principle to literally anything positive. Exercising, studying, practicing your art, anything. Okay. So here's the thing, when we are trying to be consistent at doing something, we need to have a routine. And don't just say that, oh yeah, I'm going to be exercising every single day and have no plan whatsoever. Notice that this is problematic. I mean, like what type of exercise that you are going to be doing, and also like how are you going to be doing it? Like, how can you even be consistent? How can you even know that you have been successful at being consistent when you don't even actually have a clear grasp of what is the thing that you're going to be doing at the first place, right? So we are going to be creating routine, right? Meaning that, oh yeah, I'm going to be doing this, exercising thing. Then, like the routine is going to consist of, yeah, firstly, I'm going to be doing A, B, C, D. And then, like, firstly, I'm going to be doing A. And then after I'm done doing the A thing, I'm going to be doing the B thing. After the B, I'm going to be doing the C. After the C, I'm going to be doing the D, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, for example, let's say I want to create a exercising routine of running. Okay. So, I'm going to be creating a running routine. So, the routine could be something like, oh yeah, firstly, I'm going to be listening to some motivational speech, watch some motivational speech video first. And then after that, I'm going to be putting on my exercising, my workout shoes. Okay. And then after I've put on my exercising shoes, I'm going to be, like having some, warm up. Okay. And then after I've done the warm up, I'm going to be, I'm going to be doing the running finally. Okay. So when we just frame it this way, even when we are not motivated and like some of the days when running feels like something hard and we don't want to do it, like we can think like, oh yeah, why don't I listen to the motivational speech first, which is something that is relatively not really takes doesn't really take that much energy and like it's pretty effortless, and then after we've watched the motivational speech video, we're gonna think like, you know, Well, why don't I also put on my workout shoes, which is also pretty easy. And then also like we're gonna be thinking like, oh yeah, like I've done this, I've done this, I've done that. Like also why don't I just have some warm up, which is also not that energy consuming. And then finally we're gonna be doing the hard part, the juice of the routine, which is the running itself. Because notice when we just say that, oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing some running without having any prior preparation, it will look pretty daunting because it feels like we need to put all of our energy and like willpower and just like push ourselves to go out there and do some running. So basically, this preparation thing, this routine thing is gonna like, like prepare ourselves to do the easy things first and then gradually doing the hard thing instead of just like escalating really quick. I mean, like, imagine if you're like currently scrolling your phone right now and then suddenly, okay, you need to go to do some running. Isn't that kind of like drastic, right? So we want to have some gradual, like gradual change first, okay? And by having this kind of, this kind of preparation, we are kind of like tricking our brain into thinking like, oh yeah, do the easy things first. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna listen to this motivational speech first. Doesn't take that much energy, blah 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 blah. And then like slowly, again, yeah, slowly increasing it, right? And comparatively, oh, again, when we don't have this kind of repetition, it will look pretty daunting to our mind to just like changed drastically from like just scrolling, watching some TikTok on our phone, and then suddenly go out there do some running. Like it's really, really drastic. And when it's really drastic, we tend to have some kind of like persistence in doing it, right? But here's the thing. You might say that, you know what, my mind is smart. I'm not gonna fall into this kind of trick. And especially when the trick is being set by I myself, like I'm too smart to this. I'm not gonna fall into this, blah 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 blah. Well, you might be right. That's maybe the case. But even if that's the case, that's still gonna be okay because the probability of you actually doing the running is gonna be higher. It's gonna be higher, okay? The probability of you actually doing the running is gonna be higher because once you've listened to the motivational speech, the probability of you getting motivated is going to be higher because it reminds you of your reasons, right? Your reasons of why you do running in the first place. Oh yeah, I want to be healthy. I want to look good. I want to be disciplined and so on and so on. Okay. And once you've like wear use your like put on your workout shoes, you're gonna be thinking like, oh yeah, I'm so close to fulfilling my routine. I've done the listening to the motivational speech. I've put on my shoes. No, no, I only need to have some warm up and finally do the running. I'm halfway there. Okay, it's gonna feel wrong if I don't continue doing the routine, right? I'm halfway there, literally halfway there. Actually, not really halfway there because considering like the running part is going to be the longest part. But again, we are trying to trick our brain, okay? And here's the thing: if you think like, oh, you know what? I don't need any motivation. I'm gonna be doing the running regardless how I feel. I rely on discipline, not on motivation. I'm gonna be doing it no matter what. I don't need to listen to all the motivational speech, blah blah blah. I'm gonna be doing it no matter what. Well, if that's the case for you, like if you can actually do it and actually stick to the routine without having to watch all the motivational video and stuff on a daily basis, well, that's great if that's the case for you. I'm happy for you. But notice, but for like 90% of the population, they are not on the same level of that, like discipline yet. Okay. So we are trying to get them, these people, like these 90% of people. I think like I also include on the like 90% of people, okay? Because I'm also still struggling, okay? Yeah, I also need to like still remind myself of my, like my motivation on a daily basis. Okay, so we are trying to get them on to some level of consistency first, even if it means trying to get them motivated on a daily basis. And hopefully, at some point, right, they're gonna reach the point of, yeah, I will do it regardless how I feel. Okay, and I mean, actually, if you don't like the notion of trying to get motivated on a daily basis. I mean, like, you can just change the notion into trying to remind ourselves of what is the reasons why we do these things in the first place. Okay. So we just like change the framing. Okay. So yeah, that's how you actually be consistent, and that's why putting on a routine in a easy, hard manner, order is going to be a really effective way on how you can actually be consistent at doing something. I wish that you could actually stick to whatever kind of positive habit that you're trying to build. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that this video is going to reach more and more people. And also, you could join our Discord link where people support each other on being consistent. Bye bye.